these cups have been dismissed because the money of getting fourth or third loser, gets you into a competition that should not be called the Champions League.
All right.
You can finish fourth loser this season and or win a Europa League.
There you go then.
And get into it. No, hold up, because you haven't let me land. You haven't let me land. My point is, when Liverpool dominated Europe and were the best team in Europe, long fly, funny, when they dominated Europe, Liverpool, it was the European Cup. Money has absolutely destroyed English football, along with the mainstream media, who, by the way, hold the purse strings. Sky Sports. Why have we not seen? No, okay, so that's my point. So that does not dismiss other trophies.
We know this.
That doesn't dismiss other trophies.
That's got nothing to do with the Conference Cup not being as important as the Champions League. Regardless of whether you think that the money's changed it or not, it's neither here nor there.
So wait. Basically, what you said before was there's 3 tiers in it. You said the Champions League and Premier League in the top tier. The second tier was FA Cup. The third tier was Carabao Cup. So you saying Carabao?
Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
I agree with that. Them tiering system for those 3. I do agree with that.
Well, lead
us. Europa League and Conference League. Where does that fit in? That's what I'm trying to understand. Is that both tier 3? I'm trying to understand.
Conference League is not even better. The Conference League, those teams are not even better than Championship teams.
It's not even in no tier.
So that's tier 4, is what you're saying. Conference League.
So that is, I don't know where that is.
All right. So then where's Europa League?
Tier 2.
Europa League.
Tier 2 next FA Cup.
Europa League's got to be with the FA Cup and the League Cup.
You're right. No, it'd be FA Cup and then the League Cup. All right, cool. I'm with you on that. Cool. So again, winning the FA Cup would ultimately be a good season for a team. If it's better than the team that finishes second or third, right? 100%. So winning Europa League would be better. It's the same level. You just
listen to the point. The point is, we can't win the cup that you're in. We're not in it.
We don't win anything.
We spoke about that many times.
The point you're making doesn't make sense because we cannot win that competition. If we were all in it, then fair enough.
Well, we was in the Europa League and never won it.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking facts. We was in the Europa League, a competition they're in final. We was in it under this manager multiple times and did not win it.
It's the first league year that teams from the Champions League dropped down to the Europa League. It's the first year.
Yeah, cool. So on that basis, it's the first year that it's now 8 teams instead of 3, and you play them twice. So surely now, it's easier because you can lose 3 games and still qualify. Whereas before, it's a group stage. You lose 3, you're out. Yeah, we're 16.
You know what it is? Sometimes you just got to agree to disagree. Because if you don't think that's where the trophy, you want Arsenal to be in the Conference League so they can win a cup.
Nobody said I want them to be there, D.
You are. You're saying they had the best season.
Because they've won a trophy. Conference League qualifies you for the Europa League, yeah?
I don't want to be in evil competition.
No, nobody said that I do. And my point is, the Conference League qualifies you for the Europa League, right? Yeah. Unai Emery won the Europa League with Villarreal whilst beating our team and Man United. Off of the back of that, he qualified for the Champions League. He then gets out the group stage, slaps up Juve 4-1, 3-0 away, slaps up Bayern Munich, 2-0 down at Anfield, goes 2-2 with half an hour to go in a Champions League semi. So Unai Emery, by what you're saying is, oh, well, he's got to a Champions League semi. He'd rather be in the Champions League. But guess how he got there? By winning the trophy. Yeah? You'd rather be in the Champions League. Cool, granted, fair enough. But Villarreal got there whilst winning the Europa League, bruv. He's got a trophy and got what you got anyway, by being in Champions League.
And
neither of us won it.
Before we go on, I think me and you have to have our own stream and talk about this. We'll agree to disagree on this. We actually have to have our own stream and talk about it. I'll just go back.
Yeah, what should we do that on Monday?
Because that's what I need to do. I need to do this because
DG
it's too much going on.
I'm there, man.
There's too much going on.
Yeah, don't worry, D. I'm reacting to me catching you out just there because you got caught out, by the way. You definitely got caught out. It's fine.
Wait. No,
don't worry.
Hold on though. I think it's maybe because I'm too high or something. But what I said debunked all of your man's everything you were saying, and I noticed, Lee moved on very quickly. Lee said every trophy means the same thing. Yeah,
it does.
So yes, so if you win the Champions League, the Premier League, and the League Cup, are you gonna say you've won the treble?
Yeah.
No, you're not, Lee. No, you're not, Lee.
Yes,
no,
you are. Yes, you are. You won a baby treble. You won a baby treble based off of new school metrics.
But wait. Why is it the baby treble if it all means the
based
same
off
thing?
of new school, new gen?
For
me, it's a treble.
Come on, man. You know we're not saying.
Okay, so catch. Real talk, yeah. That's a good question, and you ain't catched. Yeah, so you get that, yeah. Right. So let me ask you this, yeah. Right, because we was asked a minute ago, who's the biggest club in England and what's the order, yeah? I said to Jules, Aston Villa have won more trophies than Spurs, so they're bigger. It goes off trophies, right? That's how you rate a football club. Forget the fan base, forget the income, forget the size of the stadium. You go off of the size of the amount of trophies you've won in totality, right? So cool. So on this basis of ranking trophies, yeah, cool. Well, then Chelsea are bigger than Arsenal then.
No, hold on. I see what you tried to do there, but I'm just going off what your metric is. What you just
my metric is every trophy is a trophy, and you should take them all serious. I agree, but that's my point. Is he's saying that trophies have a rank and all of this and that. Yeah, cool. Well, Chelsea have won 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues. Yeah, they've won a Club World Cup, a Super Cup. Yeah, they're in a Conference League final. Yeah, so they've won fucking how many trophies? Now Liverpool have won 6 Champions Leagues. So working on that, are we going to take out all the League Cups, all the FA Cups? You've had a stinker and hook catch, unfortunately.
No way, you're being wrong and strong. No one is celebrating that as the treble.
One sec. Is the championship? Yeah, is that trophy more important than the Premier League?
Because it's not the top flights. However, if you're in that competition, hold on. Well, it is because you can't qualify. You can't qualify for that tournament from the Championship.
But if you're talking top flight, you can't qualify for the Conference League. You're not in the top, man.
Yeah, you can't qualify for the Conference League by finishing 6th. No, you can't qualify for the Conference League by being in League One or the Championship. So you have to be in the top flights.
Yes, but you could in the
exactly.
But you can qualify for the Europe. You can qualify for Europe if you win
the cup. If you win the cup
as well. Don't think
I agree. SB is right. You can qualify for the Europa League by winning the cup. However, you've won a trophy to get to that part. So you could be in the Vauxhall Conference or whatever, Vanarama League or whatever it's called. But still, you had to achieve the aim of the game to then qualify you for